Now, Edwina Dunford from Fingal County Council is just going to go through her experience working with the community on the Stop Food Waste Challenge.
Hi everyone. I suppose to start with, I'll go through the who, where and when. So I had also worked on the Master Composter site in the Botanic Gardens with Dublin City Council with Sandra there. And part of that was that the people you trained up went out to the community and then trained up other people. So I looked at Skerry's Tidy Towns, who were very proactive in sustainability, and they gave me a sort of an incentive by saying that they would go and do a lot of the hard work afterwards, after the training. So where I went to them, so I went to the local community centre, and when I asked them what suited them best, morning, afternoon or evening. Now, the group that I got were social butterflies, so the afternoon or the evening did not suit them at all. So we went in the afternoon, and this is just some of them on the very first day getting to know each other, because not all, Skerry's is quite a big town now, so not everyone knew each other. So the format each week, we'd start with an introduction and go through what happened during their week, the week before. So what they learned, what they did. This is a setup from the second week where we weighed all the food. Now I did give them the option of whether they wanted to bring the food in or just weigh it at home. They all wanted to bring the food in, which was great. They couldn't wait to show how much they had. It was nearly a competition. I have loads, which for the first week is okay, but after that you don't want to see. But they were a great group, so they'd bring in that. We'd go through the things they had to do for the next week and any improvements they wanted to make. They'd tick the box in their workbooks, and then we'd finish with a little video. Usually Philip was involved in that. And it worked very well. It never took more than an hour absolute max. So the participants, they used to come in every week with what they had done. And some of them were so proud, be it shopping lists, saying the week before they'd keep their shopping list and say, I spent 110, this week I only spent 60. And they would show this to me every week. So this was just a scan of one of the ladies. Each week we would give them something as well, a little incentive. So Stop Food Waste had supplied us with these notebooks for their fridge so they could write their shopping lists. I gave pens and things like that just to incentivize them. So this was one of the ladies brought in her shopping list. So she had gone through her stock in her cupboard and her freezer, and she realised where she would usually do a full trolley full of shopping, she actually only needed to buy 3 things that week. So she said that was a bit of a challenge to go to the shop and only buy 3 things. But she did it, and she just couldn't believe. She said she'd never just needed 3 things for her shopping every week. She said she was filling her freezer and then throwing stuff out of the freezer. So to reward them at the end, I did up some certificates, and they loved these. It was just something very simple and an easy way to say thank you. So we had a little award ceremony on the last day, and they really appreciated it. I went to IKEA and I got a few photo frames, and here's some of the less camera shy ones on the last day getting their certificates, and they were delighted. So with this, it brought up a lot of questions that they had about other things. So they were asking about recipes. So I printed up a couple of hundred of the Christmas recipe books that Wicklow County Council and Stop Food Waste produced a couple of years ago, and they've distributed them to the local shops. We've also put it on the website. We've tweeted it, we've Facebooked it, they've retweeted us. So it's getting to the wider public, not just the group that I worked with. I found it a huge success. The first week, there is a good bit of work in it, and I didn't know would I enjoy it as much as I did, but this group are now nearly friends. They were an excellent group, and I enjoyed going to meet them every week. So I found it very, very positive. So that's it. Thank you.